But an increasing number of adults are choosing a similar way of life. They're part of so-called intentional communities, and Chicago has nearly 20 of them. We go inside one of them with Eddie Aruza. Most every night, many of the 24 members of the Keystone Ecological Urban Center have dinner together and talk about everything from world issues to how their day went. They sometimes retreat to lounge areas where the conversation continues. They live in close proximity to each other in small apartments that have no bathrooms or kitchens. In fact, they share bathrooms down the hall. It's not a cult or a retirement village or even a dormitory. And please don't call it a commune.
We do not use that word because we're not about living together for the sake of living together. We're for the sake, intentional communities have a design mission.
The Keystone Community's designed mission is to lead simple lives in order to use fewer natural resources. In other words, a greener lifestyle by living as one big, diverse family.
Some people think it's strange, but we don't think it's strange.
The Keystone Community is housed in this uptown building, where an intentional community has existed in one form or another for nearly 40 years. The current community prides itself not only on its ecological consciousness, but also on its diversity. Residents come from all different backgrounds and age groups. The grand dame of the community is the lively and active Marge Philbrook, who recently turned 80. At the other end of the spectrum is 28-year-old Kari Osved, who's lived at Keystone for 5 years.
I like that people know who I am. You know, my neighbors are aware of who I am and what I'm doing and where I'm going, and can kind of keep tabs on me and can kind of ask other people, you know, hey, I haven't seen Carter around for a while. Anybody seen her? So there's sort of that safety net, you know, living in a big city that I'm not all alone.
62-year-old psychotherapist Ed Feldmanis raised a family in a traditional home before moving into the Keystone community 9 years ago. A change he calls thrilling.
Here's the thrilling thing. We get to learn from each other. We get to experience from each other. I have neighbors who have experiences from all over the world, and I'd never get that if I were living in my own burg, in my own house. And so I don't live in a house anymore.
Keystone members may be living a more ecological lifestyle, but it's also affordable.
My total payment